everyone, welcome back to my channel. You may have noticed the sound that's going on behind me, right? The drilling, the noise, fire. That's right, I have all my windows down, and yet there's a beautiful flower there, only contrast. But I woke up this morning, and before I got a chance to really go into my yoga practice this morning, this is what was presented to me. Yes, no warning, anything, and that's just kind of how life is, right? Especially now with so many things going on. So I just wanted to take this opportunity, turn something that I can get easily triggered and stressed out about, especially when I'm not a super morning person, like not super early morning, and you don't get to do your practice, and this is what you hear, right? And so there you go. So what I do want to tell you is it's not going to be perfect, not every day, and whether this noise translates into all these distractions or all this noise, or pollution, or mental pollution, right? Emotional pollution or emotional noise, right? Or thoughts that can come in and out of your day-to-day lives, right? Which makes it harder for you to accomplish the things that you're wanting to accomplish, right? But on the other hand, is helping you build a stronger sense of self, and it's encouraging you the importance of having this consistent practice, self-care and self-love practice, so that when you do face things like that out of nowhere, like a storm comes in, or something really loud, or something, a trigger, for example, something that triggers your trauma that's like very deep inside, and instead of reacting to what is being presented to you as an opportunity to heal and to get stronger, then what you are able to do is with these practices, and something that is built up with over time, right? That you build your strength. What happens is you are able to, oh, look at that. I got the bird and the flowers on one side. That's beautiful. So anyways, so that's a nice break from the from the noise, right? And it's not the noise itself, it's the energy behind it, right? And as a sensitive, I can feel a lot of people who are making this type of noise, or they're workers, we are just work, right? Also, we are still coming up with the sense of how to honor the feminine and the masculine, right? So things like that. So anyways, back to the message is, what I was trying to say is really, when you have the tools and support and the self-care practices that have been consistently being practiced and being part of you, then when you do face these situations of triggers that can come up, then you are in a much better place to take action of what you do need to calm your system down, so that you're not shooken by all these other outside energies that are throwing you off balance, or that can lead you to really react versus respond, right? And yes, and most of the time these may trigger anger, frustration, anxiety, stress, and all of that. And that weakens your immune system, right? Tremendously at times. And that gets you sick, or it affects directly the quality of your relationships and your connections with yourself and with the ones you love and other people out there. So it's like we are having these things come up, and then if we don't take care of it and we don't work towards building a better self-care practice to handle when they come, then we are just going about our day and going to the next thing and bringing all those yucky energies with us, and then all of a sudden just explodes, right? The next thing that triggers you, all of a sudden you just shove it all out at once, right? Not you, but like I myself included. I used to do that but it's because I have not had the tools and I didn't have the practices in place to be able to, for situations where it will have high trigger for me, to be able to properly handle. So you don't stop the storm, but you build yourself to be stronger and to be more loving, create the space, right? And I know some of you may be saying, well, I don't have the time. But guess what? There will never be a perfect time. That is the point, that you make the time, you create that. And that's the thing though, like if you're thinking, oh, I need to be doing 30 minutes yoga, I can't make it to yoga class, or I'm not able to do a meditation because of this, that's happening. Well, that's the mind telling you, and all these old energies telling you that you cannot, you can't, and then you just create more of that. So if you go within, and even if you take 1 minute every day to just get started on a breath work, a simple practice, it's gonna come a long ways. But of course, there are times that just a minute's not gonna do it anymore, right? Because if you have so much going on, then, well, guess what? You have to pump up your self-care practice, right, as well. So I know it's not an easy journey, but it's a worthy one, because the breath work, the meditation, the self-care practices are going to actually save you time, right? And not take away time, because you ended up feeling so much more grounded and centered and balanced, and your health gets better, your immune system pumps up, your clarity gets sharper, and then you realize that you actually don't have to do everything that chaotic, overwhelming type of energy, which can get to your mind, making you think that you have to do all these different things, and then you don't, but you don't get to that point until you really go within and ground yourself, right? So I hope that this message was helpful to you. And if it was, by the way, yes, I've been using earplugs. So I think I might be shouting over here, but hopefully, hopefully you brought down the decrease the volume there. But I just had like so much fire, but I grounded my fire. I continued my practice. I was persistent, continue with that persistency of ground, right? Ground, balance, come back to myself. Don't allow myself, my energy to just be all on that, because then it would just continue feeding that energy, So anyways, I hope you all are having a great day. And if you found this message helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you can. It will really support me to continue making these videos and providing content and checking intuitively what's going on in the collective, right? So whether it's through intuitive messages, sometimes I do also pull up oracle cards, and sometimes I do sound healing and channel, and then have light language activations too. So if you haven't checked out some of my other videos, I do have some there you go. Some that are in nature and have beautiful light codes coming from the sun. So take advantage of that, right? And get yourself some help and support. You don't have to do this alone, because that's what most of us have done most of our lives. All alone, we can handle all this, and guess what? It's not about working hard. It's about working smarter, right? And taking care of yourself. Self-care is very important at this time. So without any further ado, please reach out. If you do need private support, I do offer read anywhere from oracle readings to coaching. You know, I am focusing a lot on light language right now that's assisting people into their soul's next step and next chapter evolution. And that includes anywhere from healing to clearing energy to helping you ground and all of it sometimes, to getting messages, to getting new activations that's it's an upgraded tool technology from the stars, from your own star origins and different star systems that can facilitate and really help you remember who you are at a soul level. So all of that, I will include my private support on the description and details. So feel free to reach out over there as well. And have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.